From our region to yours, this is AMI Halifax.
I'm pleased to, be inspired to be more creative.
Amy Moonshadow was checking out some of the work on display at the Entrepreneurs Market at Ability Starts Here, the 6th annual symposium on inclusive education and employment. She loves art, but knows the struggles of being a disabled person trying to find work in the community.
The real world out there ain't so kind to some folks, but creatively, look at what you got here. I mean, possibilities are endless.
Speakers and workshops were designed to inspire inclusion of people with disabilities in meaningful roles in society and to provide attendees with information and resources to help make it happen. Roger B. Jones was a keynote speaker at the conference. He was injured in a motor vehicle accident 28 years ago and is an advocate for inclusion of people with disabilities in the workforce. He's experienced the challenges of finding work himself.
When I first went to work, it was working with the Canada Revenue Agency. And they were very reluctant to hire me because they thought there were going to be major accommodations in my case. And what they really had to do was to give me one trackball most, which I think was $100. And we took a couple of blocks of wood and we put those under my desk, and that was it. Those were the accommodations, and I worked there for 10 years.
The conference celebrates the United Nations International Day of Persons with Disabilities. This year's theme was From Conversation to Action. Mark Wafer is owner of 7 Tim Hortons in Ontario. He's hired 91 employees with disabilities over the years and says it's time for less talk, more action.
The conversation is a very important one. We can't keep talking about it. And this is what happens when we talk to businesses, especially corporate Canada. They're getting ready, they're preparing, they're working on their best practices. And enough of that. It's time to get on with it.
Wafer says this isn't charity, and the benefits of hiring people with disabilities are clear.
You will have a lower turnover. You will have a safer workforce. You have a more innovative workforce. You have less absenteeism. And this is not just anecdotal evidence. This is real evidence from those companies that have built capacity with people with disabilities, such as what we've done.
Breaking the barriers to inclusive education and employment is what's most important to everyone involved. And with the passion and dedication that was displayed at the conference, opportunities for people with disabilities will only increase. Amy Moonshadow sees a bright future.
We got to stick to it. It's all very nice to talk the talk, but follow-up is a myth. We have to follow along, and we've got a new government here in Nova Scotia now, and I see so much potential.
Jennie Bovard, AMI Halifax.